reading is helpful today. If we want to gauge our spirituality, our sincerity, whether we are indeed in the right course. If the first reading indicates that there was a group in the parish of St. John, or his community, and they broke away from the parish. They went out on their own, and they said, we have all the answers, and we'll make up our own morality. They would be happy in their sins, and they could rationalize all this type of thing. And yet they said, we have the Spirit of Jesus, and that immunizes us from any problems. It's kind of the New Age. Remember the New Age? Some of us still around. Well, that was the New Age, was you kind of make it up your own, and you have Jesus as a partner, but he will do what we tell him. That's kind of the attitude of these folks. Now, the author of John, in the reading, you see, he says that if we do not have the Spirit of Jesus, if we do not observe his commandments. And then, otherwise, he said, our spirituality is a lie. And we can certainly, if we know the Lord, if we conduct, if our conduct is like the Lord Jesus Christ. And you see, John was pretty rough on this group that separated themselves, that they were in darkness, not in the light. And so the message of John is that our daily actions, they are the best evidence of how we are sincere in our faith. So us coming here this morning and on celebrating liturgy, that's the testimony of our faith and true faith. Then you come along to the gospel. It's a familiar one, of course. The Holy Family going to Jerusalem to present the Lord. You know, there is sometimes in my course of the years, there were parents, mostly Spanish, who would bring the child, not for baptism necessarily, but to bless them and present the child at the altar on a Sunday morning. So it's a nice custom. But anyway, Simeon, he was an example of the person, what they call the Anawim. Now, the Anawim were the people who would observe the law and the teachings of the Jewish faith, and they lived very much with it. And they also were wide open with the idea that there was a Messiah going to come. And Simeon was one of those, and he was moved very much by the Holy Spirit to come to the temple, and thereupon he recognized the baby as the one that was foretold over the centuries. And then he blessed God and thanked God that he could live to see this day. And then he told Mary, his mother, a young mother, he said, you know, things are not going to be very good for you up ahead. Your sword will be pierced because your son is going to go through all kinds of difficulties and opposition and even death. And of course, Mary did realize as time went along that this was going to be the case. And so one of the things that we pick up from Simeon is perseverance. He persevered in his faith, and he was single-minded, and that brought him many consolations and many blessings, as it does to